At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams. It's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's.
A very pleasant good Tuesday evening, volleyball fans. Welcome to the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Daniel Versteg with you as we wrap up Day 2 of the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament with a 1A quarterfinal. The 4 seed versus the 5 seed. That'd be the Riverside Bulldogs against the Red Hawks of North Tama. Really good matchup in store for you, and we're glad you're tuned in for it. Riverside has been at the state tournament here within the last few years. They've made their second trip to state ever, with being to state in 2022 as well. North Tama, they're at the state tournament for the 5th time in school history and had made it to Coralville in 2022. Let's see how this year's paths have shaped out for both of these squads. You look at Riverside, they are 38-3. Just a phenomenal volleyball season for them. Losses only to ACGC, Shenandoah, and Fremont Mills. They were the champions of Class 1A Region 4, defeating Akron Westfield. A pretty dominant 3-0 win. Had the Westerners beaten the second set 25-9. You look at Bentley Roan, one of the 2 setters for the Riverside attack. She can just do it all. She averages about 5 assists a set, over 2 kills a set, and about a dig and a half per set as well. Oh, yeah, she's also a very good server. 71 ace serves on the year for Bentley Roan. And then Ellie Henderson, that's going to be the top player we're going to hear on the offensive side of the ball. 2.5 kills per set, but the best part about the Riverside, we've got so many other weapons they can go to. Sophia Taylor, obviously Bentley Roan. She can also swing the volleyball pretty well as well. For North Tama, they are 25-15. Not quite the most dominant record you see from some of the teams down here, but that does not take away from the quality of team they are. They had to defeat River Valley, the Wolverines from Correctionville, in the Region 7 championship matchup. That was a 3-1 win over River Valley. Olivia Youngblood, the top defensive player over the middle for North Tama. She's able to average about a block per set. Cruz Ewald, the top hitter at almost 4 kills per set here this season. One of the top offensive contributors in all-conference selection for North Tama this season. Going to be a great matchup between two squads that have some very tough weapons, a very balanced matchup. Again, when you get the 4 versus 5 seeds going up against each other, you've got quite the matchup in store for you, and we've got it for you here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. North Tama is the number 5 seed again, 25-15 on the year. Riverside, the number 4 seed, sitting at 38-3. Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will get you set for this matchup. We'll have the pre-match introductions and much more. Coming your way from Extreme Arena in Coralville, you're watching the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a 5th-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games. Back here to the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Riverside and North Tama ready to square off in a Class 1A state quarterfinal. We mentioned the road to state for both teams. I did want to just mention one more player here for North Tama. Addison Hochstetler, the libero, a really strong back row presence for North Tama. One of those players that we should also mention for the Red Hawks, a all-state selection twice. She's averaging about 5 digs a set, so that's a player they're going to have to watch out for. Riverside's attacks, yeah, they've been strong this year,
But they haven't seen a back row with a libero like Addison Hochstetler. Just wanted to quickly mention that name for you as we get ready for this matchup in Class 1A, in which we have already half of our semifinal pairings squared away. On this court earlier today, it was the top seed Ankeny Christian sweeping away Don Bosco. No problem in that matchup. The other quarterfinal that just completed, it actually saw an upset. 7-seeded Janesville knocked off the 2nd-seed Saints from St. Ansgar. A 3-set-to-none win for the Wildcats of Janesville. And now it'll be the winner of this contest taking on Ankeny Christian in the next round. And, of course, that Janesville squad, they'll take on the winner of Holy Trinity Catholic and BCLUW. And that will wrap up the second day, of the state volleyball tournament. It's been a jam-packed day. We've seen upsets. We've seen dominant performances. We've seen 5-setters. We saw one earlier today between two schools in the same county. So this has been a really fun day of girls state volleyball action, and we're glad you've been tuned in for it on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. The semifinals come your way tomorrow in all 5 classes. Then the championships are on Thursday. Well, North Tama is a bit more experienced at the state tournament than Riverside is. The Red Hawks have been at the state tournament now 5 times in program history. They were semifinalists in 2019 and 2021. Riverside finally got to state a couple of years ago. That was a really good squad that the Bulldogs had. They were 33-6 in 2022. Made the state quarterfinals, having to knock off a team that was kind of a perennial team at the state tournament. Galen Catholic. Riverside got them in a 5-set thriller in that region final 2 years ago, and then easily disposed of Akron Westfield here earlier in the regional tournament last week. So Riverside now is starting to make this a little bit of a habit, coming down here to Coralville and Extreme Arena to play in the state volleyball tournament. They come out of the Western Iowa Conference, a conference that also had a region finalist in Tri-Center. Trainers had some good teams. Obviously, Underwood had some good teams not too long ago. North Tama comes out of the Iowa Star South Conference. You mentioned BCLUW is coming up in the next quarterfinal on the other court. Well, North Tama plays BCLUW on a pretty regular basis. Those two are in the same conference and in the same division as well. So these two squads have paved their way to the state tournament once again, and now their paths, one of their paths is going to run over the other's path as they try to advance to play the 2-time defending champion Ankeny Christian Eagles in the next round of the state volleyball tournament. Great day of volleyball, and unfortunately it has to come to an end at some point. Going to be coming to an end with this matchup today. North Tama and Riverside, let's send it down for the public address announcements and the pre-match introductions.
Featuring the North Tama Red Hawks and the Riverside Bulldogs. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Brecken Schilling, a member of the IGHSAU Student Advisory Committee from North Mahaska High School, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From North Tama, Matt Sibula. And from Riverside, Marlene Richardson. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the match. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the North Tama Redhawks. Number 1, Hayden Wilson. Number 5, Brooke Bradley. Number 6, Grace Dvorak. Number 10, Faith Dvorak. Number 11, Kaylee Heller. Number 13, Jessica Morrison. Number 17, Lily Sell. Number 18, Harper Roush. The assistant coach for North Tama is Carissa Cladibo. Now let's meet the starters for North Tama. A senior, number 3, Zoe Roush. A senior, number 7, Grace Kennedy. A senior, number 8, Kylie Calderwood. A junior, number 9, Cruz Ewalt. A sophomore, number 12, Kalia Even. A senior, number 16, Briar Blake. And the libero, a junior, number 4, Addison Hochstetler. Head coach for North Tama is Channing Halstead. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Riverside. Number 2, Aubrey Lopez. Number 5, Arabella Singleton. Number 7, Amaya Less. Number 8, Caden Schnack. Number 9, Sydney Summers. Number 12, Sophia Taylor. Number 16, Vivian Gross. The assistant coaches, Sean Blummel and Kayla Harris. Now let's meet the starters for the Bulldogs. A senior, number 1, Ellie Henderson. A freshman, number 3, Ashley Kelly. A sophomore, number 6, Lily Reed. A junior, number 10, Madison Kelly. A sophomore, number 11, Sophia Fenner. A junior, number 13, Bentley Roan. And the libero, a senior, number 4, Ayla Richardson. Head coach for Riverside is Brooke Flathers. Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for tonight's match. Your first referee, Jody Heineman. Your second referee, Jill Nuss. And line judges, Jill Monell and Laura Tryon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament volleyball.
And it's time for a great matchup in a Class 1A state quarterfinal. The 4th-seeded Bulldogs of Riverside out of the Western Iowa Conference and the 5th-seeded Redhawks of North Tama out of the Iowa Star Conference. Again, you're watching the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, the Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Again, thank you to Iowa Farm Bureau for providing the Girls State Volleyball Tournament and the 2024 edition here in Coralville at Extreme Arena. It's been a fun one already. We've seen number 1 seeds go down. We've seen 5-set thrillers. We've had some great volleyball played here this week, and it's only going to get better as the 1A quarterfinals come to an end, bring the end of the quarterfinal round today. The semifinal round will get things rolling and off and running all the way through tomorrow. And the championship matches are Thursday. There is no better time for high school volleyball than today, finishing off the, this fall sports season anyway, here in Coralville. So North Tama, as you see there on the right side of your screen in the black jerseys. Riverside is on the left side in the navy blue uniforms. And it'll be North Tama who has won the right to serve first. And we will get this 1A quarterfinal underway. Glad you're tuned in for it here on the Girls Union Digital Network. powered by Mid-American Energy. And here we go. Calderwood with the first serve, and it is Bentley Roan getting the first swing. It's played off the block, and Riverside goes back to work. They're going to switch it off to the right side. That pass a little too tight for Ellie Henderson to do anything with. North Tama gets on the board first. That's a good start. They took away Bentley Roan. North Tama knew they were trying to go to her right off the jump, and Riverside tried to adapt. Now they have to play a free ball over, but now North Tama scrambles, and the Bulldogs end up working their way into a point. I think Ellie Henderson was the one that ended up punching it over. And a great job just to keep the point alive. You can't win it if you don't play it over. So we'll see what happens. Ellie Henderson with the serve. This one's played cleanly. And there's the setter, Roush, going to the middle for Blake. And she swings long and out. Riverside, back-to-back points. They got their first lead out of the way as well. Ellie Henderson, who had 5 aces in the region final against Akron Westfield last week, goes into a jump serve. And North Tama sets it up to the outside for Cruz Ewald. Oh, it's blocked back. And the recovery won't get over. Huge block set up by Madison Kelly. That 5'8" middle. 81 blocks in the year for the Bulldog Junior. Riverside with 3 in a row. They're going to try to keep it rolling with Ellie Henderson to the corner. That's taken by that great libero Hochstadler. Blake over the middle. And the other libero, Richardson, gets in on the fun. It's played over and it's played out as North Tama takes advantage of the miscue. Going to get a quick change in here for the serve. Hayden Wilson checks in to serve for North Tama in an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT. Check out IMTINS.com. Hayden Wilson, the sophomore, plays it over. That's taken by Richardson, the libero. Going left side, a great diving dig. And North Tama, they're going to say that did end up hitting the floor. They'll overrule it with a 2-hit violation, and Riverside goes up by 2. I gotta say, I love the trend of obviously the pink has become a big deal here at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, but Riverside's taken full adoption into it. They got the pink hair going. It's a great shot there. And North Tama's gonna get the point on that swing. A little bit of confusion. Riverside thought that was out going long. And the Red Hawks will get the point. A lot of confusion on the floor as to who was supposed to get the point. Now we have, I think, some confusion with the substitutions there. Or the rotation, I should say. And it looks like things have been taken care of. And out of the side out, North Tama gets the serve. It's taken by Riverside's libero Richardson, who's gone full into the pink hair. And we had a Red Hawk in the net on that swing from the right side. And Riverside goes up by 2. There's pink ribbon, there's pink hair dye. I love it. You got the pink shoes, you got the pink socks. There's pink all over this floor, and it is wonderful. October was just Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so they've got all that gear from last month as well. This serve goes out. Bentley Roan couldn't quite sneak it inside the sideline, and North Tama signs it out, cuts it down to 1 point. Big Cruz Ewald, the third-team All-Stater, back to serve here for North Tama. Great jump serve. Richardson gets under it. Now that one, a very off-balance attack. It's kept up by Roush, and a free ball played into the net by Lily Sell. So Lily Sell ends up into the antenna, and now we've just traded side-outs the last few points. Riverside, North Tama not really able to give either side much of a run. Riverside went on that early run of 3 points in a row, and since then we pretty much have gone side-out for side-out. The serve from Sophia Fenner. And now here's the second setter, Kaylee Heller, going off to Sell. Tools it off the block for the point. And there's that 6-2 that we talk about. Both teams actually run a 6-2. We're going to see dueling setters for both sides. As the libero Addison Hochstadler plays it over. Set goes outside for Henderson. And now they'll counter from that same side, Lily Sell. puts it down. Back-to-back kills for the North Tama freshman outside hitter. The Red Hawks tie it up here in set one. Lily Sell, who just kind of quietly had a really good freshman year for North Tama, hitting a .91, 2 kills a set. Roan with the set over the middle, and that shot is denied. Briar Blake and the setter Kaylee Heller getting in on the fun. North Tama has their first lead since they had the first point of this set. Now Hochstetler goes back to serve. A two-time All-State selection, second team last year, honorable mention the year before. For Henderson, and with some misdirection, great job of trying to deke the North Tama defense. Lily Reed went up to play that ball as well, but it was Henderson who takes it for the kill. And to put North Tama on their back foot. And now Richardson serves it up. That one's played over and out. That's going to be an ace serve for Ayla Richardson. It is an ace serve brought to you by Channel Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit channelseed.com today. First ace serve of the match to Ayla Richardson, and now she'll try and do it again. But Hochstetler says not quite. Briar Blake, that one's kept up, but done so with a lift. Yeah, that recovery by Kelly. She had a good opportunity to keep it up, but played it with a flat hand underneath the ball. And the Red Hawks tie it back up. Good job by Briar Blake, just powering it through that block. Now this is the setter, Heller with the serve. Roan bumps it up, and Summers swings it long. North Tama back in the lead here in set one with not much of wiggle room either way. I think it's been 2 points. It's been the largest lead of set one so far. Good serve. Better play by Richardson. Henderson, roll shot. What a beauty. She pulled that out at the perfect time. Ellie Henderson just dropped it right in the middle of no man's land on the other side of the floor and ties up set number one. Ashley Kelly checks in. Now she'll take over the setting duties, and Bentley Roan will turn into her alter ego, the attacking Bentley Roan instead of the passing Bentley Roan. This is Lily Sell into the net. Maybe touched the block as well. Now that is going to be into the net, but the block was set up by Kelly and Henderson for good measure. And Riverside's up by one once again. Can they build a little bit of a cushion, though? That's kind of the question I have. Who's gonna get the first big run? And a free ball's coming to the Bulldogs. Set by Kelly. Over to Roan. Dug up by Hochstetler, right back over. Another reload. This time right side for Henderson. Hochstetler's there again. Sell kept up. Good flag down by Fenner. And it's passed back over. Now North Tama's got the free ball. They go to Blake, and she misses wide. Riverside on a 3-point run. And they go up by 2 here in the first. So now the question is, are they going to be able to make enough of a run to take a 3-point lead? Blake trying to put an end to the run, but Roan's there to cover. Now she'll get a swing. Plays it down the sideline. This is Sell. And it's going to fall eventually. Lily Sell. It's a side out. And again, we have not been further separated than just 2 points in this one. Kylie Calderwood back into serve, and you can tell how many side outs we've had because we've already gone a full rotation through the serving 6. Oh, Riverside's really scrambling. They play it over. Slide shot from the right side, and a great swing from Cruz Ewald. We are tied up. Back-to-back North Tama points. Just love when you get the slide involved. These offenses have so many weapons and so many ways to use the weapons. And one of those weapons is in serve. It's an ace for Kylie Calderwood. The first Channel Seeds ace of the match for North Tama. The 52nd ace serve of the year for Kylie Calderwood. So North Tama, they go on a 3-0 run now. Can they keep it moving to get that lead bigger than 2? Roan bumps it over to the left, and Kelly goes long. 4 in a row for North Tama. The Red Hawks won't stop, so Coach Blathers has to stop them for them with a timeout. North Tama off to a great start. They lead by 2 midway through the first set. We'll check out the North Tama huddle heading into break on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. There's Coach Channing Halstead of the North Tama Red Hawks, who are off to a nice run. They've scored 4 consecutive points and lead this set by 2. Don't really have a leader in the match per se. Calderwood has served up 4 straight points, nearly gets a 5th, but a good job by Riverside to stick with it. Roush sets the left side, and it's dug toward the up official. Cruz Ewald with another big swing and kill. North Tama has the largest lead of set 1 at 3 points. 5 in a row here for North Tama. As the Red Hawks, more importantly, they keep it going out of their opponent's timeout. That is huge, and set goes middle. That swings off high hands from Kelly. It's Ewald again. Kept up. This time Roan, kind of an out-of-system pass. Now Ewald sliding from the right side. Just move her anywhere you need, and Cruz Ewald can get the job done. North Tama on a 6-0 run, and the Red Hawks are up by 4. North Tama's on a mission right now. They are trying to dethrone Riverside, who's hardly lost this year. That serve is deemed out. That was destined for the corner, and Calderwood couldn't quite find it. Service error for Calderwood, and Riverside will line up to serve, but that stops a 6-0 run for North Tama. Ellie Henderson, the senior hitter, go back to serve. This one's taken by Hochstetler. And it's Ewald again. Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Cruz Ewald with another swing and kill. That's her 5th kill. She's had 4 of them in the last 5 or 6 points for North Tama. She has been on a roll. The Red Hawks get a quick side out. They line up to serve with Hayden Wilson, but she serves it short. So side out, back to side out. We're going to go back to what we were doing early in the match, trading point after point. Briar Blake back into the contest, or they switch her out for Addison Hochstetler, the libero. And now it's Madison Kelly surfing here for Riverside. Ewald, not that time. Good recovery by Riverside, but they play over a bit of a free ball. So they're going to go to Ewald on the right side this time. Great recovery there by Henderson, and a free ball coming. Who do they go to this time? Oh, it's Sell. From the right side, Lily Sell, the freshman. No, excuse me, that's Kalia Even, the sophomore. Got my 2 and 7 mixed up there. Even with the kill. And now a timeout on the floor from Riverside with the Red Hawks up by 4. Second timeout for the Bulldogs, trying to get things squared away when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to action of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Those are the North Tama Red Hawks. And that is the team that is off to a great lead. Riverside has had to run through both of its timeouts here in set number 1. as North Tama tries to get off to a 1-0 lead in this matchup. Only that first set becomes so significant. See if North Tama can get it done, and will Riverside right the ship. That one misses long, or wide, I should say. Lily Reed couldn't quite find the sideline for the Bulldogs. And North Tama's lead grows. It's now a 5-point margin in favor of the Redhawks. Riverside needs an answer. They go to the outside, and Sophia Taylor brings an answer. Riverside cuts it down to 4 as they try and work their way back. Now there's not much Coach Flathers can do. She can yell some things from the sideline, but as far as totally correcting things, not much they can do. Bentley Roan nearly serves up an ace. Great recovery. Hochstetler and the Redhawks end up winning the point with a Cruz Ewalt kill. Who else? What a first touch from Addison Hochstetler. And the Redhawks get the side out because of it. Now Cruz Ewalt with a great offensive start to the night. Back to serve. Down the sideline, Hochstetler can't get it up high enough. And it's Taylor who drops down another kill. Side out after side out, trading back and forth in this Class 1A state quarterfinal. The winner will take on the top-seeded and 2-time defending champion, Ankeny Christian Eagles, coming up tomorrow night. Serve from Sophia Fenner goes long. Riverside just cannot keep themselves in the driver's seat of the momentum. North Tama with a 5-point lead here in the first. Hochstetler back to serve. He's an incredible libero with over 5 digs a set coming into this state tournament. For Henderson, Hochstetler there for the dig. Pushed over down the sideline by Kaylee Heller. The junior setter who had 7 kills against River Valley in the region final. She gets that one to drop for her first tonight. North Tama's lead is 6. And Hochstetler serves it up short. Here come the Bulldogs. From the right side, that goes long. It was Sydney Summers that time, the sophomore right side hitter who couldn't dial it in. And North Tama is starting to run away with this one. It's a 7-point Red Hawk lead with just 3 points needed for a set 1 victory. Here come the Bulldogs. They have something to say about it. Henderson, oh, it's just slapped back by Blake. Go for the right side that time. That's a great adjustment. And Sydney Summers gets that one to drop. Riverside gets back on the board. Riverside back on the board with the point, and now the Bulldogs will serve with Ayla Richardson, the libero. Set outside Sell. That time it's Sell. Overpass, tap back by Blake. Sell swings long. Sydney Sell tried to play that first ball back over and missed it long. North Tama with a 5-point lead on the Riverside. Bulldogs are going to work. Sell off the block. You betcha. Lily Sell made it look easy that time from the outside. North Tama just 2 away from the win in set 1. Kaylee Heller, the junior, lining up for the serve. That's a great serve. Richardson takes. Henderson swings and drops it in the corner. Ellie Henderson, second team All-Western Iowa Conference selection last year. Had 9 kills against Akron Westfield. She's got one there. 3 now for the match for Henderson with just 1 attacking error. And now the Redhawks go to work. Over the middle and the quick attack for Briar Blake. The senior who drops one down for North Tama to send us to set match, or set point, I should say. Kylie Calderwood will have the serve here for North Tama. And we could have a few of these. Riverside's down 6. Here come the Bulldogs, though. Bentley Roan. And the line judge signals it hit the antenna. It did. And North Tama takes set 1 with a 25-18 win And the Red Hawks have the lead in the match. North Tama, the 5 seed, up on Riverside in this 1A state quarterfinal. Stick around. Set number 2 will be coming your way in just a moment on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Slate's the place for you!
North Tama's off to a 1-0 lead as we take a look at how things got to this point in set number 1 with our Sioux Cup stats. And you don't need to look much further than the top couple of lines. North Tama hit .333, 14 kills. They did have 5 errors, but the thing was they were being so selective with their swings. It only came on 27 attempts. Meanwhile, Riverside hitting under 109 kills, 7 errors, 29 attempts. North Tama's just digging everything up, making the Bulldogs work very hard for their points. You can tell that right now North Tama's got it rolling both in the front row and in the back row. They've also got a block on the defensive side, doing a lot of things right, as you can tell with our Sioux Cup stats in set number 1. So, best part about volleyball, though, is as soon as you get to 25, it's back to 0-0. We got a brand new set to try and win. We'll see if Riverside can get things done and I'll force a 4-setter on this court. Haven't had one of those in a very long time. We'll see if we get one here. North Tama goes to work off the serve. And there's Cruz Ewalt, who misses long. A very rare attacking error for Ewalt, just her second attacking error of the matchup. And Riverside on the board first. Now, even though Riverside had the early momentum in set 1, it was North Tama that won the first point of the first set, so maybe there's a little trend there. We'll see. North Tama takes that service error in stride, and we tie things up as North Tama makes a substitution in serve. Hayden Wilson checks in an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. It's Wilson serving. Had a service error in the first set. This one is played cleanly. Bentley Roan, she's unable to get going. Dug up by Calderwood from the right side. This one's blocked back on the swing by Even, and now Ewalt wants a try and gets it done. Cruz Ewalt from the outside, number 7 on the day. North Tama back in front here in set 2. Wilson will continue the service. Here come the Bulldogs. Bentley Roan, can she get going? Not quite that time. Joust. North Tama keeps it up. Bump it out to Ewalt, and she drops it in for the point. What a drop shot there by Cruz Ewalt. North Tama up by 2 early on. And right now, we talked about the offensive efficiency, but I think the difference right now, too, is the fact that Cruz Ewalt, North Tama's top hitter, she's getting everything she wants offensively. Riverside's top hitters have been getting next to nothing. Ellie Henderson, prime example, dug up right there. Cruz Ewalt, she's blocked that time. A great job by the Riverside front row. Madison Kelly and Ellie Henderson get in there for the Bulldogs. And that's a good job. They need to do more of that to keep Cruz Ewalt from dominating this matchup. Right now, Riverside's not really got one player that they can rely on. Henderson's the closest thing to it. North Tama's got to scramble. This is going to be a long free ball, and it does get over from the Redhawks. But that means bad news because Riverside swings, just misses the end line with Sophia Taylor. Just missed it long, and North Tama sides it out. It'll be Zoe Roush back to serve. The senior, a double-double against River Valley, 29 assists and 16 digs. Here's the set. Outside for Taylor, pushed over by North Tama. Into the net from Bentley Roan. And the Redhawks, they've got the early momentum, but that wasn't everything in set one. We remember Riverside had an early lead in the first set, and North Tama just kept storming a comeback and ended up winning that first set. Tipped over. Great recovery by Roush, and now Riverside sets it up tight. It's punched over and out. Outside the antenna. Just not a great second touch there for the Bulldogs, and now Brooke Flathers needs another timeout. North Tama, great start to set two. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. Coming your way next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, the early advantage to the ladies in red and black. North Tama. The Redhawks trying to get to the semifinal round for just the third time in school history. Riverside's hoping to get to the second day of the state tournament for the first time in school history. So a little bit of history could be made for either side. Here's a swing from Taylor, and she missed long. Sophia Taylor with too much juice on the swing. North Tama keeps control of the serve out of the Riverside timeout. And the Redhawks are on a 4-0 run. That is going to continue to grow. It's an ace serve for North Tama. Zoe Rouse with a Channel Seeds ace serve. Your local seeds dealer. Check out channelseed.com today. Zoe Rouse with the ace serve, and North Tama continues their run. 5 in a row for the Redhawks. Looking for another. Played over the net. Tap back. Played over again. Tap back. Riverside now gets into the system a little bit. Played over, kept up, and Ewalt just has to play it over. Can the Bulldogs capitalize now? Second ball played through. And now that second touch played through. We're just going back and forth. Who's going to get the pass they want? It's Ewalt that time, but she missed. Oh, wait a minute. No, that did hit the block. It did. Riverside thought it missed the block. They were pretty adamant that they did not touch that volleyball. Bentley Roan arguing, and they are going to get the change in the call. So that attack did go out of bounds without the aid of a Riverside defender. Yeah, it looked like it went out initially, so Riverside had an argument, I think, right from the get-go. None of the line judges made the call that it hit a block either, so it's on the up official or the down judge to make that call. Off the top of the tape. And Riverside's just got to play a free ball with Henderson. Stay alive. Play for another point. Ewalt off the top of the tape. Got the friendly roll. It's played back. Ewalt swings again. And Riverside swings down that line. The Redhawks can't keep it alive. Sophia Taylor puts it down for Riverside. She snuck that one along the net line. And Riverside's got back-to-back points. Maybe that's what the Bulldogs need. They're starting to get on a roll here. Madison Kelly just long. Oh, that was bad time for that to happen. I'll take the blame on the Jinx. North Tama up by 5 on the miscue after Riverside had built a little bit of momentum. A couple of points right in a row. Riverside starting to chip away, but North Tama gets the serve back, and Cruz Ewald's got a wicked serve. Riverside handles it pretty well, though. Ewald digs it up. Man, this is a very off-balance attack. No chance there for Lily Sell. North Tama was never really in system there. And love the encouragement there from Zoe Roush that said, hey, you know what, Lily, it's not your fault. Not a great pass to you. We'll get you a better one. Don't worry about it. Bentley Roan, the serve. And there is Roush taking the first touch. Second ball, tap to the corner, just out. It was just out on the tap over by Heller. And Riverside is starting to make a little momentum. And now Coach Channing Halstead wants the captain, Zoe Roush, to talk to the up official because the line judge on Riverside's end of the court called it in. But the line judge on North Tama's end of the court called it out. The thing those line judges look for is just their sideline. They don't look for anything else. So if it's in on their line, but it's out on another, that becomes the problem there, and where the kind of disconnect can lay. So the up official knows which lines judge is going to have the more important line to follow with, and that's the call they usually go with. This one's kept up by Riverside and played through the block. Put down, looked like it was Sydney Summers that time. From the outside, not quite from the right side where she's normally comfortable. Riverside will serve now with Sophia Fenner as the Bulldogs still trail by 3. Ooh, bad first pass. Able to be played over, though. Riverside trying to take advantage. Henderson can't put it down. The second touch. And it goes to the corner for Heller. And North Tama continues their run, and Brooke Flathers needs her second and final timeout. Ooh, a very early second timeout here for Riverside, but the Red Hawks up by 4. We'll come back with more of this second set in just a moment on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Extreme Arena in Coralville. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It's coming to you live on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Our fabulous crew working all throughout the day to bring you state volleyball. We got things started at 10 o'clock this morning, and we will do it again tomorrow as well. Riverside takes the serve. They swing from the right side and get it down, and that is a huge kill for Sydney Summers. The Bulldogs are fired up. They're trying to get the momentum back on their side, and Brooke Flathers, the sixth-year head coach of Riverside Volleyball, probably realizing how important it was to get some momentum going, called that second timeout very early in this set, and now she's got no more for the remainder of this one. This one's played through the block, and it gets down from Lily Sell. The freshman's having a great inaugural match in the state tournament. Another kill for Lily Sell. That's her 6th. She's hitting 400. And the fact that she's only a freshman should scare everybody in Class 1A. Calderwood on the serve here for North Tama. That swung, not able to be kept up. And Madison Kelly drops one in. Another one of those kind of do-it-all players for Riverside. 4 kills, 5 aces, 5 digs against Akron Westfield in the region final. Riverside makes a change. Ashley Kelly checks in with an IMT insurance substitution. Check out more at imtins.com. Kelly serve. Played over the net. Slapped back. It hung on the tape a little bit. Ewald going cross court. Great recovery by the Bulldogs, and it's played over. Set left. Couldn't get down. Here's Henderson. Can she drop one in? No, what a recovery by North Tama. It's going to be a double hit, though. Yeah, I thought so. That second touch called for the double hit. I think it was Roush. She was trying to get underneath it, but that pass was pretty much right at her and not up at all. So Riverside cuts it to 2, and they're starting to get back in this one. Roush to Ewalt. That's through the block. Riverside's doing a better job taking her away. Roan to the corner. Hochstetler says no dice. Ewalt again changes speed and drops it right in the middle. She disguises those attacks so well, and I think that's the toughest part for Riverside. I thought she was just going to try and blow that one by everybody once again, but she just lightened up the touch a little bit at the last second and dropped it in the middle. Could do that and deceive a defense. Boy, that is a scary thing. Bentley Roan is going to get that pass from the outside and missed in the net. Tama's got back-to-back points, and the Red Hawks are back into their point-winning ways. Just continue to grow their lead and keep Riverside from picking up a crucial side out. It's Hayden Wilson, the serve. Played over, punched back. Going back and forth, and Riverside's going to take that one with Madison Kelly. The overpass goes down. Riverside sides it out. The Ellie Henderson, the senior hitter, back to serve. Red Hawks get it to their top hitter, Ewald. That time unable to put it down. This one ends up in the net for Riverside on a Sophia Taylor swing. And now Zoe Roush will go back to serve here for North Tama as they make a little quick IMT insurance substitution. This one's in the net for Zoe Roush. And Riverside gets the side out right back. These are our last matches of the day. This one, and then, of course, the other court, BCL UW and Holy Trinity Catholic. That's the true final match of the night, unless we get a disparity in the amount of sets. This is Kalia even. Puts it down for North Tama. Now we're trading side outs again, and that's not the match Riverside needs to be playing. Riverside needs to get some scores on serves, and they have not been able to do that. Ewald floats the serve. Here's Taylor with the swing, and she just powers it through the Red Hawk block. Sophia Taylor averaging just over 2 kills a set. She finds one there. And here's Bentley Roan back to serve. Do-it-all player for Riverside. Can't get the ace there. Now the freshman Sell. Going up to Taylor again. Just missed the sideline. Great idea. The North Tama block was not quite tight to the antenna. And so that gave Taylor a lane to try and sneak it down the sideline. Libero to Libero on the serve. And this one's dropped down by Taylor that time. Goes from the right side. But again, these side outs do Riverside no good. Got to get a couple points here. Try and chip away at the deficit. It'll be Fenner serving for the Bulldogs. That one's just long, not by much, but a great read by Roush to bend backwards out of the way of that serve. This serve goes in the net for North Tama now. Kaylee Heller serves it up. And if you're a Riverside fan, well, you're loving what North Tama's giving you. They are giving you side out after side out. They're giving you opportunities to keep chipping away at the lead. Just haven't been able to take advantage yet. Ayla Richardson the serve. Here come the Red Hawks. Tipped into the block by Blake. The recovery. And it's played over with a free touch from Grace Kennedy. Back set to the end line and out. Just long on the swing by Summers. The Red Hawk lead it back to 4. Again, just side out after side out. Kylie Calderwood in for the serving for North Tama. That's Henderson. And it's down. After all, Ellie Henderson puts it away. Swinging the hammer down and giving the Bulldogs a much-needed point, cutting it down to 3. Ashley Kelly in to serve and set. Red Hawks set the middle for Blake. Off touch. Briar Blake off the block. Tama sides it out again. I mean, we have just gone back and forth on side outs. Neither side has been having much luck in pulling away from the other. And North Tama pull away. This was kind of when they went on a long run to finish the first set. Her side goes to Roan. That's a good arm to go to. Bentley Roan finally picks up her second kill. It's been such a quiet day for her, understandably so. North Tama wants to deny her opportunities. To give her enough good passes, eventually she's going to get one to drop. She's too good of a player to be denied a kill. And this one will drop. Ace serve for the Bulldogs. Exactly what they need. Ellie Henderson with a Channel Seeds ace serve. And the Bulldogs cut it to 2. This is exactly what the Riverside fans wanted to see. Can she do it again? Not quite. Second touch played over, and that's thrown back. Hochstetler won't get it over. Taylor threw it back over. Riverside within 1, and North Tama needs a timeout to talk it over. The Bulldogs go on a 3-0 run, cut the deficit to 1, and they're back in this set. See if they can keep it going. Coming up next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
All of a sudden, Riverside's got the momentum. 3 straight points force North Tama into their first timeout of the set. Henderson lines up with a serve. And North Tama needs a side out. Cruz Ewald goes out of bounds. Riverside ties it up. 4 straight Bulldog points. And Riverside's never say die attitude, keeping them in this second set. Trying to go for the lead now. North Tama has to scramble a bit. The free ball played over. Set for Taylor, off the block. 5 in a row for Riverside, and the Bulldogs have the lead. What a run here for Riverside. Without timeout intervention from Brooke Flathers. She used both of them early in this set. And Riverside's gotten it going on their own. North Tama, can they counter? Ewald trying to drop it down. Riverside keeps it up and they flip it over. Set for Ewald to the back line and in. And North Tama ties it back up with the side out. So North Tama's not done yet. Even though they let Riverside retake the lead, North Tama gets a crucial side out. We're tied at 21. And the Red Hawks get some momentum now. Going up for Roan. Block back, but out. Bentley Roan tools it off the block. Riverside with the lead once again. If Riverside can win this one, will be guaranteed to go to a 4th. Serve played over by Heller. Here comes Taylor. Pushed back. Kept up for Roan. Off the block and down. Riverside's 2 away from the set 2 win. And Channing Halstead wants her second and final timeout of set 2. With Riverside 2 away from a set 2 victory. We'll see how this one finishes out. Coming up next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Now this set has turned in Riverside's favor. After a 20-16 North Tama lead, Riverside has scored 7 of the last 8 points. And they are 2 away from a set 2 win. Here's the serve. Hochstetler gets it in system to Heller. Slide to the right side. Cross-court attack. Won't get down. Long bump pass. Roan off the block. Riverside faces set point. Riverside trying to win set point and guarantee a 4-set match here in the quarterfinal, at least. Madison Kelly serves set point. North Tama plays it with Ewald. Here come the Bulldogs. Tight pass. Roan pushed it through the joust. And Riverside scores 9 of the last 10 points. Makes an improbable comeback. And ties up the match at 1 set apiece. We're guaranteed 4 in this best of 5, so stick around. A crucial 3rd set comes your way next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/wecare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life.
Set number 2 has put us on a pace for 4 as we take a look at the Sioux Cup stats through 2 sets in this matchup. North Tama has still got the efficiency advantage at $194, but Riverside certainly closed the gap. The Bulldogs hit much better in set number 2, and you can see the kill disparity now growing in Riverside's favor. Riverside had 16 kills in that second set. North Tama had just 9. As far as some of the other numbers, they are virtually even, but Riverside's run at the end was enough to put them over the top in set number 2 and guarantee us a path for 4 in this best of 5. But with how this tournament has gone already, I would not be surprised if that meant we'll just end up playing 5 for the fun of it. North Tama and Riverside meeting up here at the state volleyball tournament. The winner will get the 2-time defending champions. Ho-hum, the Ankeny Christian Eagles. Ankeny Christian had no problem with Don Bosco in their 3-0 win over the Dons earlier today. And now it will be North Tama serving up on set 3. Trying to figure out what went wrong when Riverside scored 9 of 10 points to finish off the second set with a win. And now tied up. Who will take the advantage going into the 4th? We'll find that out over the next 20 to 30 minutes. Flipped over and dug over the net and out. Sophia Taylor gets the party started for Riverside in set 3, and they keep the momentum going. That's now 10 of the last 11 points going the way of Riverside here in this second set. Now start of the third as well. Ellie Henderson with the serve. Cruz Ewald, can she get back on track? Not that time. Taylor, blocked back. Joust. Ewald got a hand on it. Played over, and there is going to be, I think, an illegal back row attack. Yep. I'm going to say an illegal back row attack against Riverside that time. It was played with a hand above the net from the front row, and if you're coming from the back row, you can play it in the front row, but you just cannot be above the top of the net when you do so. Hayden Wilson serves it up. Set. Going cross court. And North Tama goes to Ewald, who's rejected at the net. A big block. Bentley Roan and Madison Kelly deny the swing of Ewald, who has been neutralized over the last half a set or so. By the way, on the other court, BCL-UW took a 1-0 lead over Holy Trinity Catholic. Comets are the 6th seed in the 1A bracket, and this will be a 2-hit call as Riverside or North Tama could not flip it over the net with their setter Zoe Roush. And the Bulldogs just continue to cruise right now. I think if I've done my math correctly, I've got 12 of the last 14 points going to Riverside. Slide tipped over by North Tama with even. And now it's Roan. And there's going to be a net violation against North Tama. Bentley Roan will get credit for the kill on that one. And Riverside just continues to cruise. North Tama just can't get a grip right now. Kelly the serve. Set pass for Roush, and it is Ewald dug back over the net. Roush goes back to Ewald. We all know where it's going. It's high off the block. Riverside kept alive by North Tama. And now the Redhawks can get in system again. Cruz Ewald. Not that time. Third time's the charm. Big block, and it's out from North Tama. Tooled off the block by Bentley Roan. And Riverside has been the enforcer. Served by Kelly. Here's Ewald. Is unable to get it down. There is a joust to the net, and it's won by Kalia Even. Kalia Even drops it over, and North Tama gets a side out that they have been so desperate for here the last 15, 20 points. And now the Zoe Roush, the North Tama setter, back to serve. Here's Taylor. Not that time. Good get from Hochstetler off the block. And Ewald just tries a roll shot. There's Roan going cross court with authority. It's Bentley Roan, and it's a 4-point Riverside lead. Just 3 of the last 18 points have been scored by North Tama. This is a monumental run here for Riverside that saw them win set 2, and now has seen them take a convincing lead here in the third. Flipped over and dropped down. No, Riverside kept it alive. They play on. North Tama thought that hit the ground, and Riverside wins the point. It's Sydney Summers who gets the kill, and Channing Halstead is really wanting to have her captain Roush go talk to the up official about that one. North Tama's wondering if that ball actually hit the floor or not. Channing Halstead, the head coach of the Redhawks, wants to ask about it, and the explanation was not received kindly by Coach Halstead, with a little bit of bewilderment on her face. Now here come the Redhawks. Off the net. Set goes to Taylor, and she drops it in with no question that time. Sophia Taylor puts Riverside up 6 and sends North Tama into a timeout. Something's got to get back on track because Riverside's running through. The Bulldogs have scored 17 of the last 20 and lead it by 6. We'll take a break. More comes your way next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back at Extreme Arena in Coralville, we're watching the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It is a Class 1A state quarterfinal. Riverside on a monumental run. The Bulldogs have won 17 of the last 20 points dating back to the end of set 2. And of course the start of this third set as well. Riverside just can do no wrong. Bentley Roan lines up with a serve, and she drops in an ace. It keeps going for Riverside. A Channel Seeds ace serve. That's your local seed dealer. Check out channelseed.com today. Bentley Roan drops in the ace. She's almost got a double-double already in this matchup. And North Tama's just floundering right now. Into the net. Riverside might have given them a gift. Summers tried to go soft with it. And North Tama takes the side out. Now the Redhawks are in the spot Riverside was in not too long ago, in the sense of just got to get some points going your way. North Tama makes a quick IMT insurance substitution as well. Cruz Ewalt will serve. As the Bulldogs set it up, they roll it over with Taylor. Push to the back corner. Riverside's now scrambling. They swing, dug by Hochstetler. Here comes Sell. Block back. Oh, and there's bodies hitting the floor trying to keep that point up. Riverside's going to win it. The block from Summers. And Riverside continues to keep their foot on the gas. 19 of 22 points have gone their way. It's not letting North Tama off the hook at all. Play to the back corner, just out. On the play over by Heller. Riverside just steamrolling set 3 at this point. They're trying to speed run their way to a lead. Fenner on the serve. Ewalt the first touch. Now they'll try Cruz from the back row. That was a good choice. Oh, that was a very good choice. Cruz Ewalt takes down a garbage can in the process as she gives the Redhawks a much-needed side out. Maybe just had to move Ewalt back a ways. That swing had some velocity on it, but here come the Bulldogs. They flip it over, and North Tama goes up to Lily Sell, swings around the block. Bump it up, go cross court. Ewalt, great dig. Set it up for Sell. She swings to the block. Here's Henderson going down that line and long. Was there touch? No, there was not. North Tama gets a couple of points there. The Redhawks are now trying to stage the comeback. Trying to get on a roll here. Riverside trying to get another side out going. Henderson to Ewalt. Pushed over by Heller. Roan sets it up for Summers. Dug by Hochstetler. Great play. Sell. Not that time. Henderson wants it. And will get it. Ellie Henderson from the outside. And Riverside's up by 7. Ellie Henderson now with 6 kills and 5 digs. Doing a lot of things well. Also got a block in there as well. Here's Briar Blake. She's rejected back. So Sell tries that time. And Riverside wants to go to Henderson again. Hochstetler plays it. So, not able to get it down that time around the block. Summers, great dig by Hochstetler over the net and dumped back down by Kelly. Madison Kelly gives Riverside an 8-point lead, and they are halfway home here in set number 3. Ayla Richardson with an ace serve for the Bulldogs. It's a Channel Seeds ace serve for Ayla Richardson, and it sends us into a North Tama timeout. Riverside's momentum is like none else right now. It's forced North Tama their second timeout. We'll have more coming your way after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, this has been a totally different match since about the midway point of set 2. North Tama had a 20-16 lead late in set 2. And since then, Riverside has just cruised. The Bulldogs have won 23 of the last 29 points. They'd be leading, if this was its own set, they'd be leading the set 23-6 if this run alone was its own set. Henderson can't put it down that time, so Lily Sell wants to try. Great recovery off the block from Summers. And Riverside's got to play a free ball. Got to capitalize if you're North Tama. Sell, block back. Great recovery by Blake. Ewald from the back row. They set it up and tip it over. And they bump it up. Sell played up by Richardson. Henderson over to Kelly with a free ball. North Tama's got to capitalize. Sell. Dug up again. Great effort from Fenner out of the back row. Both her and Richardson earning their keeps. And Summers puts it down. The Bulldogs can't be stopped. Riverside with a 10-point lead. They are on another level right now. Can they get it? Another one. Not quite that time. That's a bad pass, though. They will get the point after all. Riverside goes up by 11, and Channing Halstead walking over to the bench. And she is bringing somebody else out there. Got to get some new bodies in for the Redhawks. Something's got to work here. Brooke Bradley is the IMT insurance substitution, the junior right side, who comes in with just one kill all season and a block. That's it. The Redhawks go to Sell. They push it down the sideline and drop it in. Lily Sell gets a crucial side out for North Tama. And now Brooke Bradley's going to go serve. How about that? Brooke Bradley was on the end of the bench, and now she is serving here at the state tournament. Hardly played all year. And a pretty good serve there. Swing by Henderson. It's kept up by Hochstetler. And it's down there. Briar Blake sneaks the far sideline in. Well, North Tama's got something rolling now. Back-to-back points for the Redhawks. But they're going to need a lot more where that came from. Brooke Bradley again on the serve. Floats that serve, taken nicely by Fenner. And a beautiful tip over by Madison Kelly. I mean, you just can't do it any better than that. North Tama will link the substitution again. Brooke Bradley checks out. It's a little bit of a extra talking to from Coach Halstead, saying, hey, thanks for the points. We appreciate it. Grace Kennedy checks in her place. And Ashley Kelly, the freshman setter for Riverside, will serve. North Tama goes to work. Briar Blake pushes it over. And Riverside wanted to lift. They don't get it. Set by Roush. Riverside Goes to Roan and miss long. Bentley Roan, too much on it. North Tama, they're trying to stage the comeback. Riverside's run right now. In this run, Riverside has scored, I think, 26 points. North Tama scored just 9. Ayla Richardson had to dive to play it, and that one gets blocked back. Roan, the roll shot, great play by Calderwood to dig it, and it is Ewald getting back on the scoreboard. She finds the floor with a kill, her 13th. She's got 8 digs as well. And it's Kylie Calderwood back to serve. North Tama's cut it to 8. The Redhawks trailed by as much as 11 in this set. And they're going to cut the deficit even further. A Channel Seeds ace serve for Kylie Calderwood. Check out channelseeds.com to learn more about your local seed dealer. Can she do it again? Played through, played out by Kelly and Brooke Flathers. She can feel the momentum shifting. Needs a timeout. North Tama's cut 11-point deficit down to 6. See if they can get it closer. Coming up next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
North Tama, the Redhawks are getting back to what worked in the first set and a half. They've cut an 11-point deficit down to 6. A great recovery here by North Tama, but there's still half of that hole to climb out of. They've gotten 5 of the 11 points. They need the next 6 to tie up the set and give themselves a chance in the third. This game has had it all. And they still might have a couple more sets to play in this one. Set goes to Roan. She goes cross court, kept up, tapped over. Riverside sets it up to Roan, trying to tip over. Ewald's there. Now she goes for the slide. Going cross court, puts it down. From 11 down to 5. This could be a fun finish in this set. There's only one timeout left in play. Riverside's got it. And right now, North Tama might be forcing him to use it here very early, but this serve will help out Riverside's cause. Calderwood missed in the net, and the Bulldog lead is 6. Ellie Henderson line up to serve as Riverside tries to get back to what worked early in this set. Over to Ewald, and that's going to get down eventually. Had no chance to be kept alive. And Cruz Ewald, when she goes, North Tama goes. That seems to be the trend right now. That's her 15th kill on 39 swings. 40% of North Tama's offensive attacks have come from Cruz Ewald. I think my arm would have fallen off at this point if I had to swing it that many times. There's an ace serve. North Tama's cut it down to 4 on a Channel Seeds ace for Hayden Wilson. The Redhawks from 11 down to 4 down here in set 3. Staging the comeback for the ages. Henderson with the first touch. That one's off a solo block. North Tama there to keep it up. They'll play a free ball. Great recovery. Henderson first touch. Roan. Taylor blocked back. Who wants the second ball? Taylor flips it over and down. Boy, Riverside was all out of sorts, but they still get it down on a Sophia Taylor kill. Riverside's up 5. Bulldogs still have 6 points to try and win this set and take the lead. That serve way long. North Tama gets a free side out. The Red Hawks down by 4 after trailing by as much as 11. Just to let you know how we've gotten to this point, it was 16 to 5 actually, and it's 10 of the last 13 points have gone to North Tama. Flipped over. Here come the Red Hawks. They tap it down the sideline. Roan going cross court. Set by Heller. And it is Ewald. Not that time. And the Bulldogs can't keep it out of the net. How about that? From 11 down to 3. And now Brooke Flathers does use her second and final timeout. We're at 19 to 16. And there are no timeouts left in this match. So we'll play it all the way through when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, at minimum, we still have 6 points to be played in this set. But that's the absolute minimum, and we're out of timeouts. Nobody's at 20 yet, and we played through all of our timeouts. So at this point, the coaches have said all they can say here in set 3. These girls got to figure it out on their own. North Tama trailed 16 to 5 and have cut it to a 3-point lead. Riverside needs a side out here. Try to get one with Taylor. That one goes long. And the North Tama deficit is 2. What a comeback here for the Red Hawks. North Tama trying to see if they can steal set 3 from Riverside. The Bulldogs looking to counter. They set it up for Kelly, middle, and that one gets down. Big swing from Lily Reed. Riverside back up by 3, but that lead feels a lot slimmer now that North Tama's gone on the run. North Tama has scored 12 of the last 16 points. Bentley Roan the serve. A bit of a weird first touch, but Cruz Ewald trying to keep it up. Can't put it down. Here come the Bulldogs with a free ball. Heller pushes back corner and puts it in. Kaylee Heller cuts it back to 2 as the Red Hawks make a quick substitution on the front row with Lily Sell checking in. It's an IMT Insurance substitution. Right now you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Served by Cruz Ewald. And that is an ace for Ewald. It's a Channel Seeds ace, and the lead is 1. What a set. Didn't think I'd say that at 16 to 5. Serve played by the Bulldogs. Right side swing. Hochstetler gets under it. And the Red Hawks will play a free ball. Great recovery. Roan bumps it out to Taylor. Set for Sell. Off the block, and we're tied. We are tied. I'll remind you, North Tama trailed 16 to 5 in this set. And it's tied at 20. Can the Bulldogs keep the lead? Into the net from Riverside. Summers misses. North Tama leads. Unbelievable from the Red Hawks. Ewald will serve again. Jump serve, long, and we're tied again. This has turned into just your kind of run-of-the-mill close set after it was 16 to 5 in favor of Riverside. Just a monumental set. And you got to imagine whoever wins it is going to probably take all that momentum into set 4 as well. Sell into the block and down for a Red Hawk point. North Tama goes up once again. Red Hawks serve with Hochstetler. To her other libero, Ayla Richardson. Henderson. Not that time. Pushed through by Heller. Done that a couple times. That time it didn't work. Blocked back by North Tama. Henderson to the back row. Pushed back corner. And it gets down off of Richardson. North Tama is 2 points away from stealing set 3 from Riverside, who had an 11-point lead. Hochstetler the serve. Once again, Henderson through the block. Huge side out for Riverside. And it's within 1. Riverside has cut it back to 1. And they'll serve for the tie with Richardson. Ayla Richardson back row and out. And it's set point, North Tama. What a comeback for the Red Hawks. And if they win the point, they'll be up in the match. From Heller, the serve. Fenner. It's Henderson keeping Riverside in it. The first set point goes to the Bulldogs. And Riverside needs one more to send us to extra points. The Bulldogs make a change. They'll bring Ashley Kelly in to serve. She'll also take over the setting. And a quick substitution. Kelly back to serve. Still on set point for the Red Hawks, who need a side out. Set by Roush. Sell off contact and down. North Tama from 11 down wins set 3 and goes up heading into the 4th. What a set, what a match. Stick around for set number 4. Coming your way next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We are back here to Extreme Arena in Coralville, where North Tama staged a massive comeback. They came from down 11 to steal set 3, and here's how they did it. Take a look at our Sioux Cup stats. North Tama hits about 200 for the match, getting 36 kills to drop, and they had a lot of them going their way to finish set number 3. The Red Hawks needed each and every one of those kills to go their way. Riverside still doing a very good job making them earn it with 54 digs out of the back row to keep points alive. They just could not quite keep set 3 alive. Boy, I don't know about the players down on the floor, but that third set beat me. My goodness, what a third set it is. What a fourth set this is going to be. Should also make this announcement. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union announced day 2 attendance, 9,412. That's the highest attendance of any state volleyball day since the tournament has moved to Extreme Arena in 2022. So a really great accomplishment there, supporting the Iowa girl here in Coralville. And those 9,412, they have been treated to a very great day of state volleyball. North Tama takes the free ball. Here come the Red Hawks with Cruz Ewalt. Missed it. Just missed it going cross court. Riverside starts set 4 with the point. Again, a huge comeback by North Tama. Down 11 in set 3 to win it. And now Riverside's trying to see if they can force a 5th. Ashley Kelly with the serve. Set for Blake. It's blocked back. Now Ewalt just wants to sling and goes long. Cruz Ewalt with back-to-back attacking errors to start set 4. Riverside starts off set 4 kind of like they did set 3. But they do not want a deja vu of set 3. Ewalt to the end line and down. Just split the difference in the back row. And after 2 attacking errors, Ewalt picks up another kill. Her 17th, beg your pardon. And now it'll be Hayden Wilson into serve for North Tama. What do the Bulldogs want here? Roan off the top of the tape, gets the roll. North Tama's got to play this one long. Does get it over. Great job. Now it's Henderson getting it down for the point. Ellie Henderson puts Riverside up 2 in set number 4. That's a great job of adapting. Hey, the outside was taken. Let's go over to the right side. Ellie Henderson wide open, right for the taking. Bulldogs up by 2. Plays it kind of short. Ewalt. Yeah, off of 2. Cruz Ewalt. Her second kill of the set. North Tama's within 1 here in set number 4. It's a must-win 4th for Riverside to send us to 5. By the way, on court 2, BCLUW, the 6th seed. They've got 2 sets in on lead on Holy Trinity Catholic, and the other one a quarterfinal, trying to win it in 3. This one forced off the block. Bentley Roan drops it in for the kill. Bentley Roan with the point for Riverside. And the Bulldogs will have service once again. It's Madison Kelly on the serve. Set up for Ewald. She is denied. A massive block by Reed and by Roan. Riverside, the first to 5 with the early advantage. Going up, it's Ewald, but she's blocked back. That was Reed again, back-to-back blocks for the Bulldogs. Riverside goes up by 4 here in set 4. Back row, here comes North Tama for Ewald. That's tooled off the block and out. And it is Cruz Ewald once again. That's her 3rd kill to start set 4. For the match, 19 kills, 11 digs, an easy double-double for Cruz Ewald. Now she'll serve. Riverside mishandles it, and it's an ace serve for Cruz Ewald. These ace serves are brought to you by Channel Seeds, your local seed dealer. Visit channelseed.com today. Ewald going to try and replicate it, but can't do it. Missed in the net. And Riverside with a 3-point lead here in set 4. Bulldogs are trying to force set 5. If they can do so, they'll stay alive and keep their season on the move. And maybe give them a chance to play Ankeny Christian. Bumped over, blocked back. Riverside's front row came to play in set 4. That was Lily Reed. She's been in on 3 blocks here in the 4th set. Her and Bentley Roan have been all over the front row for Riverside. Played tight, pushed over. Roan sets it, kind of just slapped over. Swings, recovered, and this, I think it's going to be a 2-touch. Yep. They're going to get a double contact. No, a lift, excuse me. Well, either way, a lift is called against Riverside, a ball handling error. And North Tama gets the serve back down 3. Swing off the block, and it's down for Summers. Riverside up by 4. You know, in some matches, I would probably make a kind of a silly comment by saying, 4 points, that's a pretty big lead. At this point, there's no big leads in this match. North Tama came from 11 down. All leads are within play as far as I'm concerned the rest of this match. Set from Heller. Back row for Ewald. Oh, and she changed speeds. That is filthy. Cruz Ewald. Give her 20 kills for the matchup. And North Tama cuts it to 3 here in the 4th. Can they get on a roll? They could use a couple of points right after that. Tipped over by Henderson. And now set up for Sell, the freshman. Block back. Want to try her again. She pushed it over the block. Good take back there by Fenner, kind of the unsung hero on the back row for Riverside. And it's Summers who puts it down. And Fenner's dug up 9 attacks. He's really quietly having a very, very good match out of the back row. Those back row players don't usually get the credit they deserve. There's another one of them. Kennedy gets it up for North Tama. This is going to be, a net violation against Riverside. Costly because they had a really good block there. And North Tama was kind of scrambling. Riverside called for the net violation, and the Redhawks cut it to 3. It's going to be Hayden Wilson checking into serve. No, excuse me, that's Calderwood. Kylie Calderwood serving. Henderson just flips it over. Good in system, slide for Ewald, and punished off the block. There's back-to-back points for North Tama, and starting to build a little bit of momentum. Calderwood lines up with a serve. Ooh, that worked out. She mishit it, but she drops it on the spike line for an ace. A Channel Seeds ace serve is going to take us into a Riverside timeout. 3 points in a row for North Tama, trying to win it in 4. We'll have more of this 4th set after these messages on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. This match has had it all. It's had very long runs. It's had a massive comeback. It might have a 5th set. That would be the all for sure at that point. Let's see if we get there. North Tama is going to have the serve here with Kylie Calderwood. She's already served up 3 consecutive points for the Redhawks. Now she'll try and serve up the tie here in the 4th. Roan sets up the right side, and this one's forced off the block. Summers gets a big side out for the Bulldogs. Riverside will check in a new setter, Ashley Keller. And a quick change in the back row. Kelly will also serve here for Riverside. Played over. Taken on a knee out of the back row. Callerwood, and Hochstetler plays the free ball. Kelly sets it up to Roan. Ewalt there for the dig. And now Ewalt wants to swing for the right side. That caroms off the block. Here for Henderson. Kept up. Dumped into the block. Great recovery. It's not going to get out of the net. A huge block again there by Kelly. She knew the second touch was coming. That's incredible volleyball IQ from Madison Kelly to sniff out that second ball coming over from Roush. And Riverside's got back-to-back points. Bulldogs lead it by 3. Serving short, and it'll drop. Ace serve for Ashley Kelly. That's brought to you by Channel Seeds, your local seed dealer. Check out channelseed.com today to learn more. Big ace serve there for Ashley Kelly. The Bulldog lead back to 4. Played straight up. It's set over, and it's going to get down for Briar Blake. Briar Blake with the kill, and now she'll check out with Hayden Wilson checking in, and an IMT insurance substitution. Wilson, the sophomore, goes back to serve. Already with an ace serve in this matchup. Tries to go short. Get out of the back row. And there is Madison Kelly from the outside. Riverside with a quick side out. Kelly Henderson will serve as the Bulldogs try to force a 5th. Something we haven't had since the morning session today. The first 3A match went 5 sets. I don't think we've had one since. Set for Taylor. Dropped in, and Riverside trying to put us on a collision course with a 5th set as the Bulldogs go up 5. North Tama hasn't used a timeout yet. Channing Halstead with a quick pep talk for her setter, Zoe Roush. Trying to get her on the right path. Henderson serve. And it's Ewalt. Great dig by Henderson. In system, tipped over. Hochstetler back to Ewalt, over the block. Kept alive, Bentley Roan off the block for the point. Riverside up 6, and Coach Halstead's seen enough. Red Hawks need to talk it over. Riverside trying to send us to the 5th. See if they can do so when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at Extreme Arena in Coralville, Daniel Versteg with you. Happy to be bringing you this matchup in a Class 1A state quarterfinal in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Right now, Riverside and North Tama are duking it out to see who's going to get Ankeny Christian tomorrow night in a semifinal round. And right now, the Eagles probably don't care who wins this. They just want to see it go 5. Ankeny Christian won their matchup really fast. That was just under an hour of gameplay in the previous quarterfinal. This one had that by the midway point of set 2, it felt like. It's flipped over. North Tama goes to work. Not able to find the floor from Ewalt. Taylor off the block. Riverside's got it working now. Bulldogs up by 7 here in set 4. And well on their way to forcing set 5. But we kind of said they were on their way to taking a lead in set 3 as well. Look how that turned out. Recovered by North Tama. Is this going to be 4? No, it's not. I thought it hit 2 kind of back to back. Taylor flips it over, and that one will get down. It ate up. Hochstetler played deep. And Riverside goes up by 8. North Tama on the ropes again, but they've been here before. Henderson serves, taken by Calderwood. Ewald kept up. Roan, that won't get down. Good recovery by Roush. There's a block. Hochstetler's there for it. Off the net from Ewald. And now this is set to Taylor. Off the block. Riverside keeps it rolling. And the Bulldogs lead it by 9. North Tama will make a change in the front row. They'll bring Kalia Even in an IMT insurance substitution. Faith Dvorak was in there for a little bit, but she checks out. Serve coming from Henderson. Nearly dropped it in for an ace. Set goes outside for Ewald. That's tooled off the block. And North Tama gets a side out after trailing by 9. They've already come all the way back from an 11-point deficit to win set 3 by 2. So coming back from 9 should be easy, right? I mean, we've already done it. +2. Here's the set for Taylor. That's off the block. Can the Red Hawks get back-to-back points? They'll push it back corner. Henderson's there for it. Roan off the block and out. And Riverside's the first to 20. That was not the case in set 3, even after an 11-point lead at 16-5. North Tama got to 20 first in that set. Pushed over. Set for Roan. Kept up. Good recovery there from Roush. And Ewald missed it in the net. 10-point Bulldog lead. And another timeout needed by Channing Halstead, the head coach of North Tama, with Riverside 4 points away from a do-or-die set 5. See how this one comes to a conclusion after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. This tournament's been so fun already for, the second day not being done yet. We had 8 seed beat a 1 seed. We've had multiple 5-setters, multiple other upsets, and now we've had an 11-point comeback. I mean, this tournament's just so much fun. Riverside trying to send us to the 5th in this one. North Tama going right side and dropping it in. That's Kalia Even. Tama gets a big side out there. Neither team has been in a 5-setter this year. They've been in 4-setters, but none of them have been a 5-setter this year. Let's see if that changes here. Serve. It's an ace for Cruz Ewald. Dropped it in the corner. A Channel Seeds ace serve, and the Red Hawks score back-to-back points. By the way, court number 2 just wrapped up. BCLUW, the 6th seed, upsets 3rd seed Holy Trinity Catholic, 3 sets to none. So this is the last match of day 2. Ewald the serve. Riverside flips it over with Roan. Here's Lily Sell for the kill. North Tama with 3 in a row. And they've already come back from double-digit down in this match once. They'll look to do it again if they want to win in 4. Serve on the sideline. Riverside played it. Taylor, not that time. Heller with the set. For Sell, off the block. Oh boy, I'm seeing a little deja vu here. Brooke Flathers might be seeing the same thing I am, and she calls a timeout. The last timeout here in set 4 with North Tama on a 4-0 run. You're going to have to stick around to see how this one finishes. We'll have that when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The North Tama Redhawks came from 11 down. They won set 3. They were just down 10 4 points ago. And they've scored 4 in a row to cut it to 6. Do we have another massive comeback on our hands? Cruz Ewald will serve with no timeouts left in play. Here we go. Serve taken. Riverside goes to work. They'll go for a back row attack from Roan. That's played easily. Slide, even. Block back. Played over. It goes out. And Riverside gets the block that time. Reed and Taylor. Riverside with a huge side out. They're 3 away from set 5. 3 points away from set 5, and now it is Bentley Roan with the serve. Bumped up for Sell, excuse me. Now Taylor forces it through the block. Riverside's 2 away from set 5 here in the state quarterfinal. Who gets to play Ankeny Christian? That's what we're trying to figure out. Roan the serve. And it's an ace! Bentley Roan with a Channel Seeds ace serve. And it's set point Riverside. Trying to go to the 5th. Bentley Roan. There she is, will line up for serve. The Redhawks are already scrambling. Here comes a free ball. A chance for Riverside. Taylor, block back. They reload. This is Summers. Off the net, and the recovery results in 4 touches. North Tama's still in it. Redhawks side it out and have 8 more points to go. And again, we don't have any timeouts, so there's not anything that can really stop momentum if it gets built, other than the girls on the floor. Hochstetler the serve, going cross court with it. Set for Taylor, and she sent us to set 5. 25-16 in the 4th. And we're going to a winner moves on. Set number 5 here at the state volleyball tournament. Stick around. The 1st to 15 wins it when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
When pain or injury keeps you sidelined, get the help you need from your trusted orthopedic experts at DeMoss Orthopedic Centers and Engineered Performance to get you back in the game. Walk into one of our urgent injury clinics, here when you need us, since 1950.
We are going to a 5th set. The winner moves on to play the 2-time defending state champions in Class 1A, Ankeny Christian. 1st to 15, or we're tied at 14. The first to a 2-point advantage after that. Taking a look at some of the numbers here with a few Sukup stats, some individual leaders. Cruz Ewald, she's got 22 kills, leads all attackers in this one. Sophia Taylor leads Riverside. She's got 16 kills. hitting .306. How about a double-double for Ashley Kelly? 21 assists, 11 digs for her, and a triple-double for Bentley Roan. 12 kills, 20 assists, 10 digs. Also has gotten it on 3 blocks. Cruz Ewald does have a double-double as well to go along with her 22 kills. She's got 14 digs. As North Tama and Riverside have played in the Classic. Think about this. North Tama's 11-point comeback. Without that, we wouldn't be in the 5th set. Riverside would already be advancing. But instead, North Tama's massive comeback has put them in this position to even be in a set 5. Red Hawks couldn't come all the way back in set 4, but at this point, the fact they're still kicking in this one is the most important part. And now Channing Halstead's going over something with our second referee down on the floor. Maybe just turning in that lineup sheet just in time as North Tama tries to figure out who their starters on the floor will be in this 5th set. And this is the last quarterfinal of the state tournament to try and figure out who will move on. In this half of the bracket, will it be all chalk? Will Riverside get to take on the number 1 seed, the Ankeny Christian Eagles, 2-time champions? Or will North Tama continue actually the trend of upsets? The other half of this 1A bracket will have 6-seed BCLUW and 7-seed Janesville face off with each other coming up tomorrow night in a 1A semifinal to finish off the 3rd day of the state volleyball tournament. Set number 5 in a best of 5. The first to 15 wins it. And Riverside will have the first serve of this 5th set. Well, here we go. The timeouts reset. Everybody has got 2. Again, it's first to 15. Other than that, everything's the same. This state volleyball tournament has produced some good ones. It's producing another one here. And everybody's ready to go. Here we go with set number 5 as Ashley Kelly will get the fun started. It's taken by Calderwood right off the jump. Cruz Ewald gets over the block and missed long. Oh, she missed long. The North Tama fans thought it was in or touched. The line judge disagrees, and Riverside scores first in set 5. Here come the Red Hawks. This time, won't get down from Ewald. Set up for Roan. Going down net line and out. Not really much of an argument about that one. 2 attacking errors get set 5 underway. And we are tied up to start the 5th. And it will be Hayden Wilson in to serve here for North Tama. Played back row. Set up, tipped over, diving play, keeps it alive. Great job by Wilson. Henderson gets it that time. The first kill of set 5 goes to Ellie Henderson. And Riverside retains the lead. 3 side outs have gotten this started. Well, I guess the first one wasn't a side out because Riverside had the serve, but it's point back and forth either way. Henderson serves. Taken by Calderwood. Here is Ewald into the net. And the block was there as well with Kelly and Roan. Riverside with a 2-point edge to start set 5. Bulldogs will serve with Henderson once again. She tries to send Riverside to the semifinal round. Jump serve. Here come the Red Hawks. Set it up to the corner from Ewald. Great dig by Henderson. Flipped over Taylor. And played over by the setter, Roush. Bumped up. Roan. Cross court. Dug up by Calderwood. Bump pass. And it's Ewald. Oh, it is scrambled around. And Riverside gets it over. Pushed back corner by Ewald. Henderson keeps it up. The Bulldogs with a roll shot. Dug up. Played over. And I think Hochstetler crossed the net line anyway. Yeah, she did. Riverside scores 3 in a row. Do the Red Hawks have more comebacks in them? Now this has got everybody's attention now that the other match is gone. This is the only one still to be played today. Henderson with the serve. Ewald slides, goes cross court. North Tama cuts it to 1. Or cuts it to 2, I beg your pardon. After a 3-point Riverside run, North Tama gets the side out. Now they'll serve it with Zoe Roush. Taken by Richardson. Taylor, blocked back. Bulldogs have to scramble a bit. Taylor wants it again. She's rejected again. And now an overpass into the net. Oh, but North Tama was in the net. Net violation, Riverside point. Net violation against North Tama, and the Bulldogs go up by 3. Oh, what a costly mistake by North Tama. Serve played up. Set off the block. Ewald gets that point back for North Tama. First to 15, so Riverside's already a third of the way there. As North Tama serves it up with Cruz Ewald. To the back line, out. Just long from Cruz Ewald. Riverside keeps their advantage at 3 points. Sydney Summers back into the match for Riverside in the front row. It's Bentley Roan serving for the Bulldogs. Off the block, dug over the net, pushed back over by Sell. Taylor, big swing. Bulldogs up by 4. North Tama will make a substitution again. Faith Dvorak checks in with an IMT insurance substitution for North Tama. Bentley Roan on for the serve here for the Bulldogs. To play to the back line, played late. Bumped up by Heller. Sell to the end line and down. That's a crucial side out for North Tama, and a big one to get without using a timeout for Coach Halstead. You got 2 coaches who have done an exceptional job building up their programs. And who's going to take that big step to the semifinals? Summers flipped it over. Pushed back row. Late play by Henderson. And that's in the net from Riverside. North Tama's within 2. North Tama just graduated 1 player off last year's team. Going 25-16, missing the state tournament. Now trying to get to the semifinals in the 5th. Great recovery, Richardson. Kept up. Bump it up for Sell. Sophia Taylor. Not that time. Lily Sell wants it again. Kept up. And who's going to pass the free ball? There it comes. Overpass. Smacked through by Heller. Quick attack. Through the block. And it gets down for Lily Reed. Lily Reed with the kill. Sophia Fenner checks in to serve for Riverside. The sophomore is serving on a big stage, trying to put the Bulldogs up 4. Here in a winner-take-all 5th. Played tight to the net. Heller pushed it over. Richardson was ready. Henderson's ready as well. Tipped it over. Bumped up. Who's going to play it? And that's played by Roush. There's Reed again. Back-to-back kills for Lily Reed. The Riverside lead is 4, and a timeout for Coach Halstead and North Tama. Riverside with the early edge and a must-win 5th. Stick around for the rest of it. Coming up next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau with live coverage on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Well, Riverside forces the first time out of set 5 from North Tama, as the Bulldogs lead it by 4, 60% of the way to a set 5 win. Sophia Fenner will serve here for the Bulldogs. Ooh, this is trouble, and it's going to fall for an ace. A big Channel Seeds ace serve for Sophia Fenner. Riverside 2/3 of the way to a win in the 5th. Here comes the serve from Fenner once again. Hochstetler tight to the net, pushed over. Riverside bumps it outside for Henderson. Got to bump it up with Heller. Sell plays it off the block. Great recovery by Fenner. Summers missed in the net. Crucial side out for North Tama. And they're back within 4 as Kaylee Heller will go back to serve here for the Redhawks. Put the season hanging in the balance. Played over and played out by Kaylee Heller. Riverside's 4 away from a set 5 win. And the Redhawks are starting to get in some tough territory here. Ayla Richardson, libero, serves. It's Briar Blake off the top of the net and down. That right knee brace is obvious. She had to miss a lot of the 2023 volleyball season with an injury. She's also a strong state tournament wrestler. She was 3rd place last year for North Tama here in this building at the state wrestling tournament. Now she's making some noise in volleyball. Flipped over by Henderson. Do they go to Blake again? Nope, it's Ewalt with the slide. Kept up. Dug by Hochstetler. Great play and a free ball coming from the libero Hochstetler. Set for Henderson, flipped over. And this is a better in-system pass for Cruz Ewalt. And she drops it in. North Tama cuts it to 3. It'll be Calderwood still to serve here for the Redhawks. Here come the Bulldogs. Summers to the corner. Nobody was there. And Riverside sides it out with 3 points separating them from their first ever win at the state volleyball tournament. Made it here 2 years ago and maybe just had the mentality of being happy to be here. They were quarterfinalists. Now they're going for their first win. North Tama calls the timeout. Their final of the match. Stick around for more great state tournament volleyball next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, the Redhawks have played through their timeouts. Now they got to figure it out their own. Channing Halstead's done all she can do. Riverside head coach Brooke Flathers, she's got 2 timeouts to use as the Bulldogs are 3 away from their first ever win at the state volleyball tournament. Set up for Ewalt, miss long. No touch at the net. Riverside needs 2. And again, North Tama's out of timeouts. Not much they can do about it, but just play better. Sounds dumb, but that's pretty much all they can do. Ashley Kelly with the serve. Set by Roush. Briar Blake puts it down through the block. Briar Blake, this has got to be so great for her after missing last year with that injury to that right knee. Having a huge impact here at the state tournament. And now to be Hayden Wilson back to serve here for North Tama. Got to get a couple points to go North Tama's way. A side out, and it's match point. Going to Roan. Flipped over, kept up. Right side slide, and Ewald puts it away. There's back-to-back points for the Red Hawks. But again, you're still in really close territory here. North Tama cannot afford a side out for Riverside. Serve from Wilson. Here come the Bulldogs. Long and out with no touch. 3 in a row for North Tama, and Brooke Flathers needs to talk things over with a timeout. The Red Hawks have cut it to 2 in a close 5-setter. You knew North Tama wasn't going to go away. We hope you don't go away as well. Stick around for more next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here to Extreme Arena in Coralville. Both fans trying to will their teams to a win in 5 sets and to a semifinal berth against Ankeny Christian. The 2-time defending champs await the winner of this one. North Tama's on a 3-0 run. Try and keep it going with a Hayden Wilson serve. Set from Kelly for Roan, and it's match point Riverside. Match point Bulldogs. North Tama needs a side out +2 to keep their season alive. Ellie Henderson will try and serve up a win. Here comes the serve. Taken by Calderwood. Ewald out of bounds, and for the first time ever, Riverside is moving on to the state semifinals in a 5-set thriller over North Tama. The Bulldogs move on to the 3rd day of the state tournament, giving up an 11-point lead in the 3rd, winning the 4th set convincingly, and then winning set 5, 15-11. The Bulldogs will play in the state semifinals tomorrow night against Ankeny Christian. Let's send it down to the floor for our post-match presentations.
To the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Assistant Director, Taylor Anderson, and Executive Director, Aaron Gerlach. Congratulations to head coach Channing Halstead and the Red Hawks from North Tama on an outstanding 2024 volleyball season. And now Bentley Roan from Riverside, advance your team on the bracket to the semifinal round. Bulldogs, your team advances to the semifinals and will play Ankeny Christian on Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on court number 1. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls,
you can see how much it means for the Riverside community from Oakland to move on to the semifinal round. The girls greet their fans, and that Riverside bunch will stick around tomorrow night to play Ankeny Christian with a state semifinal matchup and a state championship berth on the line. What a matchup. Riverside will be 39-3 heading into that contest. North Tama ends their season of the state tournament with a 25-16 record. Stick around tomorrow for great state tournament volleyball. The semifinal round, 5A through 1A, starts bright and early in the morning, and we'll be with you all throughout the day tomorrow here in Coralville. Until then, speaking for the rest of our digital network crew, this is Daniel Versteg saying so long. Thanks for watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.